So today's look is really like neutral again, and I went for the look that always looks good on my even really hooded eyes sometimes. Some mornings I wake up and the hooded eye is like really almost shut up completely, yeah. So the look that goes for sure, I know that it goes with it, and during the day it will also, the puffiness will go down, you know. If you have to do your makeup, you kind of have to do it pretty early in the morning, so usually I don't have time to wait for almost nothing to go down. No matter what you can do, all those tricks you can do, it usually doesn't help that much, you know. Helps a little bit, but you know. So what I do is this dark color up like in a straight line, almost like that, and another color on the lid, and a medium color that goes down like this to kind of reduce the puffy looking of this area. And then just a slight, like no shimmery or anything for sure. So I'm applying this Gel eye primer as usual. Today I will start just with applying this MAC mineralized powder kind of all over the lid, just so that it will be easier to blend out the colors I'm going to use. Just like that. Also, I kind of tend to use it up here anyway, so on the brow bone. And I'm growing up my brows again, so they're probably not gonna look that neat today. Today I'm using this brown matte. It's kind of a matte brown, but with nice, really fine shimmer in it. And it's from Elizabeth Arden number 9 Sparkling Sable. With a brush like that. So, starting with the color today. And I'm doing like, you know, for hooded eye. See, this eye is so, it's really hooded. So, I'm doing the look when I'm going from down here. It's like the best look on my eyes nowadays. And this is a really dark shadow if you pack it on like that. But you can kind of get it to be like a really nice crease color as well, if you just use it really lightly. So I'm going up with it like that. Kind of, that's kind of where I'm going to want it. The waterline up there, like a winged liner, but with an eyeshadow, just to put it there, you know. And then I will just kind of make it go more inside. And I will take another brush to blend it out. But that's like the beginning, you know, just to make a start for it. To start blending it in like this. Kind of like that, in downward to the crease a bit like that. Not all the way up here, just, you know, blending it in like that. Just to fuss it up a bit, you know, the line. So while I'm at it, I'm just putting this one more time, so I will get the right amount of, you know, from it. I'm mostly here now, I'm staying down there, that it will get, you know, darker down here. And slightly up there too. This side got a little bit lighter, I feel. So yeah. And anything that comes outside the line that I want, I will clean it later. For the lid color, I'm using this Sisley color in Mango number 20. And it's yeah, a really nice kind of orangey, yellowy, yeah, not exactly mango I would say, but you know. It's a nice color nevertheless. So I'm adding this color from here, from the beginning of the lid. And I'm just putting it on the moving part of the lid so far, at least. And blending it in with the brown a bit here. So I'm blending out just this light color here, a tiny bit. For this slightly darker crease color here, I'm using this Gel color from here. It's the brown palette in number 7. And I'm taking this middle color here with a smaller brush like that, packing it on. And I'm going in from here, from the darker color, blending it like in a downward motion like that. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of the darker brown. Or actually, I will take this brown. Why not? It's also not, it's not too dark either, so I will just try and do with that one a little bit more here to make it a little bit darker. I'm opening it and I'm just continuing it a little bit to here, not going in here with it, just, you know, up here, to make this part here a little bit darker, you know, just here. But it won't be as dark as here, you know, because this color is definitely lighter. So this one again for blending, I'm starting from here. I decided to use this color for on my brow bone, like more specific for the brow bone. For the inner corner, I'm using this Estee Lauder Cyber Pink in number 2. And I will make it a little bit wet, the brush, because it tends to be much nicer when it's wet. I think this Cyber Pink got a little bit too pink, so I'm going to add this light one from here, just with the same brush. Just to, you know, calm it down a bit, because I'm grabbing this peach color from this Marrakesh YSL palette, just for putting between those. You know, because it's kind of a, this kind of a color as well, just a lighter color. So I'm kind of going between the, I will actually put it here first to see how light it is. Ah, it's better to put it here. Okay. To blend where it became a bit funny. Yeah, I'm going over it actually with this one, because it became a bit funny with those, the colors that I put wet here. Instead I'm taking this gold with the same brush, and I'm going with this one slightly up between the corally color, the first one I put, and this brown one, just to blend them a little bit better together. I'm not going up here, just down here, and really like lightly. Of course it makes the brown one lighter too, but that's okay. Now what I did on this eye, I just went with a brush like that, and this Maybelline gel liner, which is kind of a creamy but dry formula. Maybe it's just this one. I'm just dipping it in there, and I'm going really like more on my lashes than anything else, really. Just kind of pulling it up a bit like that, so I can get really like hardly touching the skin and more the lashes, the root of the lashes. Curling the lashes, adding mascara, and I'm just softening up the line after I cleaned under the eye. I'm just taking a Q-tip like this, softening up under the line a bit. So Smashbox hydrating primer, and just a brush like this. I'm kind of just putting it on the brush like that, and starting from here. The foundation today, I'm using up this Boas long-lasting foundation. Just a tiny bit of this makeup powder. MAC powder. Well, for the cheeks I'm using this Clarence color. It's number 3, Miami Pink. Color like that. This one is much more pink, and this one is kind of a muted peachy pink, I would say. Yeah, with some shimmer or sheen. Not so much shimmer, it's more sheen in those. That's why I like them. And I'm starting here, kind of where it's more safe for me. So as not to get too overly, yeah. It's a pigmented one, and I used it yesterday too in the same brush, so that's why it's really like, looks like I have loads on it. maybe I have loads on it. Ooh, that looks really pink. Well, let's do the same on the other side then. That's how you do it, right? Well, I'm gonna have to soften it up with a neutral bronzer kind of thing. I thought I was taking it slow, you know. Look at that, that's really pink. Well, well, not to worry. Dior light bronzing powder to the rescue. Yeah, so I'm grabbing this number 3 from Dior. It's the Dior Skin Nude Tan, and it's very like forgiving, or like I use it when I'm making a mistake like this. I'm taking some of this just to soften it up a bit, especially since my skin is red under, that if I use those pink pink shades, that it won't come out again, the pink from my skin, you know. So I'm kind of softening it up a bit with this. And this one I'm taking a bit all over. I hope I managed to soften it up enough, you know, it was kind of pink. Not to worry, you know, I'm not worried. So if I'm pink, who cares, you know? Anyway, it probably won't be as red and pink as my real skin is under, you know, so I'm not taking it so hard. Actually, not at all. Yeah, so I like my bronzers and blushes. What can I do? And I still want a highlighter. Yeah, taking it down a bit here too. Even if I'm almost all the time wearing a scarf when I go out from the house. For the lips, I'm taking this honey color. I think it's honey. Honey, yes, from Revlon. And there's just bitten, you know, warm stain. Just putting it on like this. I love how fresh they smell, those. It's not a, you know, those sicklishy sweet smells that you can sometimes get in lip products. And I will just add this Guerlain lip gloss. No, it's Givenchy. Just here in the middle. And then we probably blotted a bit because that was a lot of stuff coming out from this one. So I'm using a highlighter, and it's from Givenchy, Enchanted Roses, and it's looks very pale on camera. There's more color on it in real life, but there's white and peach and coral and pink, something like that. And I'm using just a brush like that, and I'm usually going here a bit under the eye, and just out there.